cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's time again to cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's the number one podcast. The topics of discussion when we broadcast. So all them artificial man jokes, we do it natural from the concrete to a public standpoint. Real, wherever you from, life is coexistence, but to know the real, you just gotta listen. Wherever you from, life is coexistence, but to know the real, you just gotta listen. It's time again.
What up, y'all? You tuned in to the 52 Scott Podcast. This is Music Monday, and I'm your host, Slash. And with me, I got Comedian 96, K Money, Freddie G. Together, we are the Mind of Men. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow us on Twitter, 52 Scott Podcast, on Instagram and Facebook, The 52 Scott Podcast. All right, welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Music Monday. Got a good show for y'all today. I want to talk about Usher. Of course, y'all know who Usher is. Usher been around for a long time. You know, had a lot of hits in his days. Last album was 2016. Was his last, album that he actually released. Really nice album. I mean, Usher had a lot of nice jams.
Right. Yep.
So he working on a new album now, and I just heard his new single, "Good Good." Mm-hmm. Man, Usher still got it, man. Usher ain't lost, and he's got that girl.
Yeah,
she's on there with him, and I think 21 Savage is on the song also. What's the girl's name? I can't think of her name.
Where's she from? What's she singing?
Is it Summer Walker? I think it's Summer Walker.
She's on the single, or
she's on the single. She on good, yeah. But anyway, Usher did his thing, man. He hadn't lost it a bit. I used to jam Usher. He had a lot of jams, back in the day.
All the way back when we was 16.
Yeah.
Can you get with it?
He came in the game early.
Yeah,
he did.
At a young age.
Yep, he sure did. I mean, Usher was man, he had that's what it's made for.
Yeah.
He had good jams. Now, what I will say, in those days, his albums mainly was aimed at women.
Yeah.
It was all sexual songs. Well, now, his new album, he say he coming from a different direction. He say this album is basically because men have emotions and don't have a platform. So this is the platform. Speaking to women about men and helping men understand these are things that we go through, but this is our only way to let it out through music. So this will be a very special album, I think, from Usher, and very interesting to hear what that's going to sound like.
Yeah, especially if he's putting his emotions out there.
Yeah, he's always been emotional on his songs. You would catch a couple of slow songs. Remember one of them he had about the confessions.
He had part 1 and 2.
Now here's the part that's crazy to me though. Like, if the penmanship of a song comes from a songwriter, that's his emotions.
Right.
Now Usher would have to sing with emotions and passion. But the people that's laying it down, if he didn't actually write the song,
he didn't write it,
because from my understanding, Confessions album was Jermaine Dupri.
Exactly. I was going to say, I don't think Usher wrote that.
And it probably is the truth. But he's got to be, like you say, when he does this song, because he didn't write it, he have to be more in touch with the song than the person that wrote it in order to put the feeling in the song to make it a good song.
So he may have had some similar experiences.
He probably have had, But he definitely did what he was supposed to do on this new particular single, because I was able to understand what he was saying in the song. Have y'all heard it?
No, I hadn't heard it yet. But
I didn't even know.
Hey man, it's nice, man. You'll hear it, because basically he's saying, me and this girl, we should have been together. We was just together at the wrong time. I don't hate you.
Think you talking about Chili?
Nah, I couldn't really tell who he was talking about, but he might have just been talking about his ex-wife. I would think.
You think so? But then again, that goes back to who put the pen on the song. Who wrote the song?
So now that I don't know. So, but the feeling is what it make me think he's talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
But this is just how familiar with that I am, knowing he married the girl, and then they ended up divorcing. You know, so
She was much older than him too.
yeah, she was older. Yeah, his stylist or his
I remember
fashion
seeing
designer.
her on another podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was doing all of his like when he take his photos, when he go on the show, she was his designer. And he ended up marrying her, you know, but
I know they extended his residency in Vegas.
Yeah.
So congratulations to that. I was like, man, his concerts, man. Everybody come back. They like, if you ain't been to one, please go. And I was down there for his concert. I was trying to get the tickets.
They not cheap though, bro.
They
not
not.
Usher
They not
ticket. Nah,
cheap.
They not. Yeah,
you're not gonna
take your
get them
paycheck
cheap.
to get
In
one.
fact, that's
Yeah.
where old girl was at his concert, and her new
Right. And I knew
husband or whatever, boyfriend, somebody got upset. What's her name?
Kiki Palmer,
Yeah.
my
Kiki
ex-girlfriend. Yeah, she that's my ex. Yeah, in my head.
yeah.
Hey, you were right, Slash. It is Summer Walker and 21
It's Summer
Savage.
Walker, right?
Yeah.
21 Savage on that song, and she did a good job too, because she was kind of like the answer back to what he was saying, you know.
Okay.
And then 21 Savage was just the street hood dude talking about his thing, you know.
Yeah.
So it's a good song, you know. I think he collabed with the right artist, because what it's all about as an older artist is reinventing yourself with the new age, what the people used to hear now. So he just combining that sound just to pick up a younger crowd, which is real smart of Usher, you know.
That's good. That's
So
good.
big ups Usher, man. Keep doing your thing.
Already.
Kanye West, rumors of a new album dropping.
What?
Now,
Kanye?
y'all have seen Kanye in the news lately for everything billionaires go through.
Mm-hmm.
And would you have thought that he was going to drop another album? And this is not a gospel album.
That's what I'm gonna say, because he went gospel. All I've been seeing is gospel stuff.
No,
from
this
Kanye
is not a
lately.
gospel album. This is another Kanye album.
This is a Kanye.
Kanye had a birthday party, and he invited artists to the party. And while the party, it was recording going on. So some of the guests that were invited to the party was doing songs with Kanye. So they say they had a really good time doing this. Yeah, you know, they mentioned one of the names that I can remember was Ty Dolla $ign. So we'll probably hear a song with Kanye and Ty Dolla $ign. That'll be interesting, because I like Ty Dolla $ign. You know, he jamming. So he's doing that, and for him to come from religion or gospel music to the original Kanye West, it's gonna be interesting to hear what that's gonna sound like. And the reason why I say that is because one of the guys that produces for him, Fireman, he did some songs on the Donda album, but Donda 2 never came out, and people were asking, hey, were some of these songs that Kanye West
Originally
about
supposed-
right? So
Supposed to be on
the producer, Mr. Fireman, said, nah, all of those songs were shelved. So this is new stuff, and Kanye's being real tedious on the writing process of the album. So I guess
Donda
he's
2?
no, on the new album.
new
It's
album.
no title. It's untitled. Nobody knows the title yet. But like I say, he's not supposed to be using Donda. So this is stuff that he's recently created after all of the other stuff been going on in his life. So this should be interesting to hear. That's how you can determine if a person's growth was actually growth, or was it just some luck? Was it a luck streak?
Or it could be strategy. I'm just saying.
I mean, anything Kanye
Because-
West does, I think, is strategy.
Because curiosity want to know if this album is really good.
Yeah.
What was Donda 2 gonna be like?
Well, we'll never know
And
unless they
people
release
probably pay
it.
some money. If this album's
Yeah.
real good, and they find out Donda 2, they don't want to know, man. I wonder what was on
So-
Donda 2 then, if this one's that good.
Yeah, so now let me say this. The Fireman said that these songs that he's doing now is like the old Ye.
Right.
And if I'm not mistaken, that album that had Good Life on it,
Yeah.
Man, that whole album.
Yeah, that whole album
was
fire.
nice.
Yeah, it
For
was,
real.
it was.
Man, you could
You
put
could
that
just
in, let it play from the beginning,
Yeah.
All the way to the end.
and before you know
Real
it,
shit.
that album over with. You be like, wow.
Let me ask y'all this, man. Do y'all think that Kanye just took a look at himself and be like, you know what? I'm losing my black folk. And so let me put some music out, man, to try to get them back, because a lot of people ain't really feeling me because they think I'm selling out or and then too he lost his Adidas,
Right.
Yeah.
and so
He
do you
lost
think-
it, but not to cut you, they trying to get back into the shoe sales with those Kanye West shoes that I do know.
Okay, so all of the anti-Semitic stuff he said, they're trying to mend the bridges to
Right.
fix that
Right,
between
right,
them.
to get him
yeah,
back
to get him
to the public.
Is do you think Adidas is trying to mend the bridges or Kanye is trying to mend the bridges? Because I don't think that Adidas would be trying to mend the bridges. I think that Kanye, you the one who said it, so
Right.
you
He
got to
should
go
be- he should
go
be,
and humble
right.
yourself.
Yeah, he don't
Yep,
want to lose.
yep.
Now,
You're
now,
right.
if you're humbling yourself to Adidas, let's assume that you the one who fucked up Kanye. You humbling yourself to Adidas to get back in good graces.
Right.
Well, my thought would be, okay, do you think he's dropping this album to humble himself to the black culture because of all of the crap he had been saying and how we kind of look at him like,
Right.
you know what? Hey, man, I'm sorry, y'all. You know, let me back in. Here goes some good music.
Well, it's kind of hard to say until we hear it.
Yeah,
You know?
that's why I said
'Cause
it'd
we
be
can-
interesting to hear.
We could say that, and he could have some shit on this album that can totally, slap us in the face again.
I
knowing
just feel
Kanye.
like,
You
I
never
just
know.
feel like his album is going to be really, really, really jamming.
Yeah.
And people going to really
hope
want to
so,
know
man.
what Donda 2
I would like
be
to hear
like.
it, man. I'd like to hear another Kanye West album.
And
I
that
really would.
that Donda 2 probably going to break
know.
records. This album's going to probably break records, but
No, he said
If he-
Donda was on the shelf. It's
They
shelf.
if they shelved it, but then
Yeah.
what I'm saying is people going to be like, I want to know why you shelved it.
He
And
may
when you
talk about
release it, when
It
he
may-
release it, it might make more money than ever,
Listen,
probably.
It may be
If
on this album why he's not releasing it.
It could be that too. That's what I'm saying. I want to know how good this album does. Because if this album does really, really, really well, I know if he does release Donda 2, it probably break records. That's all I'm
Do
saying.
they have a projected release date? Time frame?
I want to say no. There's no projected time, but definitely this year. It's an untitled album
Later this year.
later this year. So yep, he's got a new album, man. I'd love to hear it, man. I like Kanye.
Yeah.
Just real talk. I like Kanye. Shout out Kanye. So we talked about, and I know everybody heard about the Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez shooting and all of this, where Tory Lanez was convicted, found, convicted or found guilty on charges of shooting Megan Thee Stallion in her feet. Well, today, they started his sentencing. Prosecutors looking at sentencing him for 13 years in prison and deportation. So they're gonna deport him back to Canada, where he originally from. So that means once you deported out of America, ain't no coming back.
Ain't no coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And see, the worst thing is whatever state you done this in, you going by what they
Yeah.
they
their
rules
laws.
are.
But
They laws.
does he lose citizenship here? Though?
Yeah, he's deported. They
Deported.
sending him. You
So-
got to go back to where you come from. Period.
Oh, okay.
Leave.
God.
That's what That's what they do.
That's a wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
That's
gotta.
insult to injury. God.
I mean, the man still can make music, though.
He can
just
still
can't
make
do it here in the
music.
U.S.
He can't do it here in the U.S.
Man.
But the thing is, you gotta make good choices.
Yeah, you can't.
Cause now, I mean, you've lost fans now. Nobody that like Megan Thee Stallion fucking with you.
At all.
And Megan Thee Stallion is number one female in 2023 right now.
23 right now. You ain't lying.
So where your career going? Even and you got to do 13 years.
He going back.
You out of there.
He going back to Canada.
Hey man, that man out of there, man.
Out of there. Yeah, he going
And
back to
those,
Canada.
those are state charges, right?
Whatever they are, they holding him on it, and we'll know what his sentencing is today because they saying 13 years in prison.
I don't think he's gonna get to 13. I think he'll probably get about half, maybe.
He was found guilty on 3 charges. Assault with a semi-automatic firearm, unregistered firearm in a vehicle. And the third one was discharging a firearm with gross negligence. So he got some shit he facing, bro. All of that's a felony.
Say those charges again.
Yeah.
Okay,
Say
he's
it
got
again.
assault with a semi-automatic firearm, unregistered firearm in a vehicle, and discharging a firearm with gross negligence.
Ooh-wee.
He's got some serious. Those are serious charges.
Yeah, they some
man.
serious charges.
That second one, that unregistered one, I think that's the worst, right? Would you say? Excuse me.
They all felony.
Yeah, they all felony.
All of them felony
I think
charges.
the semi-automatic and the gross negligence
Is what's gonna hold him.
They'll probably for sure find them guilty on those two.
Right.
And that unregistered.
The unregistered, that's the
Well,
one.
he's already been found guilty, correct?
Yeah, he's already.
he's already been
his
found
sentencing
guilty.
starts today.
Damn.
So they already. He doing it. But today we gonna know exactly how much time he's gonna do. But he is getting deported. Either way it goes.
Be looking out.
Now, does he do his term where he come from in Canada, or
He probably gonna.
He gotta do it here, right?
Then
And then they go
afterwards,
deport
then
his
they
ass.
deport him? Yeah.
Wait.
Boy,
That's
cold.
what happened with Shine.
Yeah.
Shine.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for real?
He did his time,
Uh-huh.
and then they deported him.
Wow.
Oh,
So he
will
can't
do
come
his,
back.
Yeah. So he'll do his time here and
Yeah,
then.
then they deported him.
Oh man.
That's crazy, man.
As soon as you get out of prison, you will not even see. God, that's got to be.
Yeah.
That mess with you mentally. As soon as you get out of jail, right? You do your time. You think, okay, I'm free. You free, but you can't step on the U.S. soil no more. You gonna get
Nah,
this
you
bus.
done.
Take
Well,
you
you
up
have,
to
but
the
you know
border.
what? Most people can adapt to their environment. You know, if you get out of jail, you get back in the world somewhere. You adapt to it. That's what people do. You know, so I don't think it's gonna be like he not gonna make it, but you
Man,
got
they
a bunch
finna
of time,
They
man.
finna get that man $47 and send him to Canada.
Man, that brother from Canada though, that's
Yeah.
not like he going to one
When
of
he
them
get out, they
third
give him that
world
little
ass countries.
$47 and
Right.
his little book
He
bag,
ain't
and
tripping on that. He probably got some bread sitting
Oh,
there.
man.
Well, we finna see what kind of bread he got. Because
He
if he
got
don't
it.
get that 13 years, you already know.
His bond had went up from 190,000 to 250,000 while he was out. You know what I'm saying? It's really not looking good for him. He getting ready to do some time. We just don't know how long.
don't know how much.
Until
Y'all
today.
think he gonna be in population?
General population?
Yeah, if he do.
Yeah,
time.
probably so. More than likely.
I don't know. He got Megan's fans in jail
Because
too.
he's
now.
not. How big of a celebrity is he? Really? Think about
right.
it.
Yeah, because I didn't even know who
He's
he
not
was.
really that big of a
until
celebrity.
He got
He's
some
known.
shit out there.
Check it out. He big enough for us to be talking about.
Yeah,
him.
we know about him.
Only reason why we talk about because he shot a star that we know. I didn't know Tory Lanez until
Well, I
He shot him.
had heard a couple of songs.
Yeah,
from
he
him.
got a lot of
I
music
never
out
heard him
there.
until he actually shot her. I was like, who the hell is Tory Lanez? I never
But he's never been big as Megan Thee Stallion.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, she's huge right now. You know, you got to make the right decisions, Tory Lanez. You know, hold your head, man. It is what
Don't
it
drop
is.
the soap.
Oh come on.
Well, at least Fleet
That was
Johnson
not
now.
Comedian 96 that said that. That was that. I will not claim that one.
So Lizzo is in the news again, y'all.
What she do?
Oh man.
Man, Lizzo has allegations that's being brought upon her in a lawsuit. You know, some sexual harassment charges or sexual assault charges.
Man, I don't believe it, bro.
Man,
I don't believe it, man.
Now,
you don't believe
Sexual
it.
assault
believe
or
it.
sexual harassment?
Sexual harassment or
sexual
assault?
assault
I don't
and
believe
body
it.
shaming is two of the allegations. One of them being misconduct. So misconduct, sexual assault, and body shaming. And these are charges brought up by her former dancers that she just fired. And one of the girls that's speaking against it also, she wasn't fired. She left
Yeah.
on her own.
Wait a minute. You said body shaming. Now,
Yeah.
wait, because it just registered.
Yeah.
Give me a second, Comedian 96. Give me a second. It just registered. You said body shaming.
Yeah.
Now, I've seen some of Lizzo's acts, and so I know she had plus size women. A part of her acts, which I commend her for that.
Right.
You know, bringing plus size
That's
women
a movement.
to the forefront.
She's showing a movement.
Yeah, that's
and
all good.
That's a good movement. Yeah.
But Lizzo body shaming.
That's why I don't believe it, bro. I can't believe it. It goes against everything she stands for, pretty much.
Yeah, but I'm sorry.
Well, wait. This is where the body shaming part comes in. At it was one of the dancers. That said that they had a special meeting with her.
Right.
They called her in there and she talked, and they was like telling her that, hey, you gained some weight. And the girl said, yeah, maybe I gained some weight, but it was because of an eating disorder.
Right.
And then she say when they said it was because of an eating disorder, they automatically was like, oh, okay, so this is why you gaining weight. So you're gaining weight, and that goes against what we supposed to be against your whatever you signed or whatever.
Right.
That you guess is supposed to maintain your weight. Now, it makes no sense to me at all. This is just what the girl said. Because Lizzo, if I'm not mistaken, months ago came out and said something about her having an eating disorder. Because of people was talking about her size and she was ready to give up music and all this.
Right.
We covered that topic.
Right.
So now she's body shaming the girls in that dance for saying you gained some weight. I don't think it's fair to even do that. And if you did do that, and I don't think you didn't, because I don't think this girl would have a reason to just come forth and say that when she know what her size is.
And you know what's so crazy? Right after this allegation, 2 days later, one of the girls, I think it's going to mess it up for them all, came back. They have a video of her praising Lizzo.
One of the dancers?
So 2 days right after they didn't file a suit. So
they was praising her?
Yeah.
Saying what?
I don't know. But there's a video, it's out. They're saying that the girl be. I didn't even watch it. I just stopped. After that, I already knew. Once I seen the headlines, I said, you know what? They're going to lose the case on this alone.
Well, Lizzo, I don't know, because it's all a crazy story.
It is. It really is.
And just the thing is, you don't want to even be in you don't want these types of charges filed against you or allegations brought forth against you with people that you work with.
If I keep it gangster if I was Lizzo, I'll be like, how can I body shame? Look at me.
But if you really think about it, though, let's remove the charges, right?
Right.
And what the lawsuit. Let's remove the lawsuit, right? Lizzo, you know how you felt, how you felt when people were body shaming you,
right?
And when people were body shaming her, the last thing you would want to do is actually go and body shame somebody else. That's kind of like, and now into the video, you said that you think that she'll lose because another girl came back praising her.
Like right
That's
after. That's
kind of like, so I got little bitty legs, right? That's kind of like you telling me, look at you with your the more little bitty legs of yours, and then you know that you got teased for the same thing by somebody else, little bitty legs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you shouldn't do that if that hurts you.
Yeah.
Chances are it probably hurt me.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. You just shouldn't,
Well, Lizzo just, it's just not a good look. I don't think, she's a good artist. I like her music, and I would hate for this to be a true situation or something that she's being accused of is something that she did, if that makes sense. That's it, y'all. We got to go. Peace. So that's all, y'all, for this edition of Music Monday. Thanks for tuning in. Come back tomorrow and check out True Tuesday with K Money. Hit that like button. Subscribe and follow us on Instagram and Facebook, B52 Scott Podcast. On Twitter, @52 Scott Podcast.